Written by Dr. Yaşam Ayavefe.
Explain the similarities and differences of traditional and modern theories in psychoanalytical personality theories in terms of the development of the individual. The human character is the result of patterns of genetic and biological characteristics that are believed to have come from birth, that differentiate a person from others, by interacting with the outside world. With the advancements in psychology, explaining the development of individuals with all their secrets in certain theories, although it doesn't mean finding the key to the psychology treasures of people, psychoanalytical personality theories have given us the opportunity to know ourselves. According to Freud's traditional theory, the mind consists of three basic concepts: ID, subconscious, ego, self, and superego, upper self, and they are in conflict within themselves. In the simplest definition, ID creates relic-based primal desires, ego introduces these aspirations to reality, while superego concludes these requests by bringing the conscience into them. So, for a daily example, the movements of a drunk were ID, and then when he came to, he said, "What did I do?" The serenity is called ego, and the inappropriate movements that he does can be called superego to create excuses and put them in an excuse. The need to feed the hunger that is felt is urgent when the impulses are managing us. Ego acts as a boon between ID and superego. The reality is realized, but it still gives it the conditions to make it look more cute than giving up what is desired. Superego is what makes us civilized. Sin is a representative of the past, such as shame, injustice, unconscionable, evil. Freud students, especially Erikson, Alfred Adler, and Carl Gustav Jung, have taken the theory of modern psychoanalysis out of their family and childhood lives, even though they are based on this theory. In the modern theory of psychoanalysis, the mind cannot be governed by the innate unconscious urges and instincts of man with a conscience, a soul, a conscience. In addition to traditional theory, there are a number of discomfort in each phase with positive-negative leads. One can overcome or fail to overcome the psychosocial crisis of every stage and move them to the next stages. It does not reject traditional theory, it does not ignore biological foundations, but behavior is not just the result of unconscious processes. The social interactions of individuals have a significant impact on these behaviors. As in traditional theory, childhood years are important, but the personality developmental process continues for life, not until adolescence. With all of this in mind, it is clear that to make a normal human development, basic needs must be met first. These undesirable needs, of course, have negative effects on the development of the individual, create crises. But right here, the modern theory of psychoanalysis has been a light to turn this destructive result of traditional theory into constructive results. Because according to modern theory, unvaccinated problems in the process of human development can be eliminated if appropriate environmental conditions occur over time. For example, while the lack of development of a child growing without a family based on traditional theory can create traumatic results in the person, according to the modern theory, the environment in which one reads, experiences, interactions, analyses, makes one more constructive. In the traditional theory, a child weeping for milk that he can't reach, and in the modern theory, the child can ask for help or wait until help arrives, so he can postpone. If the term is correct, the traditional theory is considered fatalist, while the modern theory is considered a challenging approach.
Written by Dr. Yaşam Ayavefe.